What's going on, Master Duel fans? James here again. More Duelist Cup action. Now that we're at level 17, at this point, we don't necessarily have to drop the level starting at 17 anymore, because we are past that level where we are hopefully, keyword hopefully, reach to the max goal. If we can, cool. If not, there's always another shot at it. Anyways, with this hand, that is a lot of shine with that hand. Wow. Blend, discard Angelica, Human wins. Human wins, pay 1,000 to search. Ash Blossom, Ash Chain 2. Human wins is Chain 3, gain a find your life, and pass. Voiceless voice. So let's see what's up about Voiceless voice. 3 main deck effect monsters, 2 ritual monsters, 3 voiceless voice spells, and 2 voiceless voice traps. We are going to start backwards, and then we will work our way up. Guardian of the Voiceless Voice. If a face-up monsters, more than one, you control gets killed by a battle or card effect that isn't ritual monsters, special summon 1 Skull Guardian, not the retrained, the OG Skull Guardian from your deck or hand. You can send this face-up card to the graveyard, target 1 ritual monster you control. It gains attack equal to the combined original attack of the other monsters currently on the field until the end of this turn. You can only use each effect once per turn and cannot activate more than 1 in the same chain. Radiance of the Voiceless Voice. And of course, the traps, continuous of course. During the main phase, activate 1 of those effects. Shuffle 1 light ritual monster, being warrior or dragon, or ritual spell from your hand or graveyard into the deck, and if you do, add to your hand or special summon 1 voiceless voice monster from your deck. Otherwise, target cards your opponent controls up to the number of light ritual monsters, being warrior or dragon, you control. Destroy both this card and as many of the targeted cards as possible. Okay, so according to Voiceless Voice, this hints me that in order to play the game in terms of rituals, you have to rely on light warrior and or dragon rituals. So it's slowly getting there. And then the 3 spells. Blessing of the Voiceless Voice. Continuous spell, of course. You can target 1 of your Voiceless Voice cards that is banished or in your graveyard that isn't Blessing, add it back to your hand. If a non-ritual monsters, more than 1, is no more special, face up outside of the damage step, perform a ritual summon of a light ritual monster, warrior or dragon. Okay, so basically, upon normal or special of a non-ritual outside of damage step, perform a ritual summon of a light warrior or light dragon. Barrier of the Voiceless Voice. Continuous spell, of course. While you control low and a light ritual monster, your opponent's monsters can only target ritual monsters for attacks. Also, your opponent cannot target light monsters you control within card effects. During your main phase, add 1 Voiceless Voice card or spell trap included, or Skull Guardian ritual monster from your deck to hand that isn't barrier. And then it is The search effect is once per turn. Prayers of the Voiceless Voice. Aside from the ritual summoning shtick, of course. Light ritual monster. Solid. If a face-up light ritual monsters, more than one, you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect outside of the damage step, you can banish this from your graveyard, special summon one Soulravis, the Ancient and Ascended, Sapphira, Queen of Dragons, or Skull Guardian, Protector of the Voiceless Voice from your hand or deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. So, since the two other cards that's not from the Voiceless Voice are mentioned, let us travel back in time real fast, and then we will continue from there on out. Soulravis, the Ancient and Ascended. Level 7, Dragon Ritual, 2600 attack, 2800 defense. And then Sapphira, Queen of Dragons. Level 6, Dragon Ritual, 2500 attack, 2400 attack. Aside from the usual ritual summoning shtick, Sprite's Blessing for Soulravis, and Sapphira uses Hymn of Light. For Soulravis, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a monster you control as a quick effect, discard this card, negate the activation. When your opponent would special summon a monsters, more than one, as a quick effect, you can return this card to the hand, negate the summon, negate the special summon, as in never hit the field, and if you do, banish that monsters, more than one. And as for Sapphira, during the end phase, if this card was ritual summoned this turn, or if a light monster was sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard this turn while this card was face up on the field, activate one of the following effects. Draw 2, then discard 1. Discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand, or add 1 light monster from your graveyard to your hand. Hard once on Sapphira. Onwards to the main deck monsters. Low, Prayers of the Voiceless Voice. Actually, I'll just get that out of the way real fast. The whole entire Voiceless Voice monsters are all lights. Low, the Prayers of the Voiceless Voice. Level 1 Fairy, 50 attack, 2050 defense. That is way too large for level 1. If you ritual summon exactly 1 light ritual monster, warrior or dragon, with a card effect that requires use of monsters, this card can be used as the entire tribute. Reminds me of the Gishki monsters being Vision and Shadow, same with Shurd in terms of the entire tribute. Each of the following effects of Low once. Upon no more special, place 1 Voiceless Voice continuous spell trap from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone. Gets around Ash Blossom easily. If a light ritual monsters, warrior or dragon, is special summoned to your field while this card is in your graveyard outside of the damage step, free special discard. Sapphira, Dragon Queen of the Voiceless Voice. Level 6 Dragon, and not a fairy for some reason when it comes to the human form. Like, I legit understand the wings of a dragon, which makes sense, but in terms of the artwork, realistically, should have been a fairy. I wouldn't even know. When it comes to Sapphira, Dragon Queen of the Voiceless Voice, you can discard this, send 1 ritual spell from your deck to the graveyard, then You can add one light ritual monster, warrior or dragon, from your deck or graveyard to your hand. You can banish this from your graveyard, perform a ritual summon of a light ritual monster, warrior or dragon from your hand. Each effect once. Solravis, Dragon Sage of the Voiceless Voice. Level 7 dragon and not a spellcaster for some reason because of the book he's holding. But I totally understand about it being a dragon because of the lore accurate on the dragon version of Solravis. I totally understand why, but the book from Solravis' hand could have been a spellcaster, but that's Konami for you. You can special summon this from your hand by shuffling 2 spells from your hand and or graveyard into the deck, including a ritual spell. You can special summon once per turn this way. When your opponent activates a card or effect, as a quick effect, you can return this card from the field to the hand, special summon one light ritual monster, warrior or dragon, from your hand or deck, but shuffle it back into the deck during the end phase of the next turn. Once per turn on Solravis, Dragon Sage. The 2 ritual monsters. Sapphira, Divine Dragon of the Voiceless Voice. Level 7 Dragon Ritual. 2550 attack, 2450 defense. And then Skull Guardian, Protector of the Voiceless Voice. Level 7 Warrior Ritual, 2050 attack, 2500 defense. Aside from the ritual summon with the ritual spell as part of the shtick, self-explanatory. For Sapphira, upon ritual summon, while you have low, the prayers of the Voiceless Voice on your field or in your graveyard, you can draw 2 cards, then discard 1. When an attack is declared involving a light ritual monster, warrior or dragon, you can discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand. During your end phase, add 1 light monster from your graveyard to your hand. Each effect of Sapphira Divine Dragon once. Also, as I pretty much went through this whole entire guide, when it comes to Voiceless Voice, in order for you to play the game, you have to rely on low, which is the heart and soul of the deck. Skull Guardian, Protector of the Voiceless Voice. Gains 2050 attack while you have low on your field or in your graveyard, and then each of the following effects once. Upon ritual summon, add 1 Voiceless Voice monster or 1 ritual monster, warrior or dragon, from your deck to your hand. When your opponent activates a card or effect while you control low, as a quick effect, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. And I believe that is every card to go through. Yes, there is. So, Blessings of the Voiceless Voice to start. Pre-preparation. Prayers. Skull Guardian. And 1 set. Human wins per 1,000. Gain 500 at opponent's end phase. Aroma Garden. Normal to Jasmine. 1 for 1. For Rosalina. Imperm set. And then human wins pay 1,000 to grab Marjoram. Human wins. Gain 500 life. Jasmine draw 1. 2 plants into Jasmine Link. Aroma Garden gain 5. Jasmine Search Princess for the extension. Jasmine Tribute Princess for Lone Fire. Lone Fire get another one. Second Lone Fire for Baboon because we got Fragrant Storm in hand. Drew into Call By. Return to Marjoram. Marjoram top deck. Drew into Jasmine. Baboon. Fetch 2 more. Drew into Mudan. Call By is never necessary. And then drew into Sheets. Put back the Laurel on top of the deck so that we are always guaranteed hitting one plant off from Dance Peon. Dance Peon, level modify into 4s. Exceed Shoken into Strenna. Strenna, in this situation, we are going to grab Angelica because it was, or she was, just to remember, she was discarded off from Aroma Blend. Mudan, Sheep into Strenna. Mudan, Strenna, Strenna for Hyperion. And Concon. Activate it. +1 in terms of a spell. So we got a spell negate. Field spell, set the Glamour. Glamour, tribute the Mudan. Getting Primula, Rosemary. Primula, special. Rosemary Link 3. Rosemary Link 3 getting the Aroma Gardening. Now, in this specific conjunction, we needed gardening because once it's placed, which it is, it's about to be, we got Angelica about to get to the discarding just so we could gain the life points off from Jasmine. And then Rosemary, we got 3 aromas, specialing Marjoram, Rosemary, and Jasmine in defense specifically because she has so much higher in defense. And then once all 3 of them were special summoned, we got gardening if we really wish to trigger it, which is not yet. And then we got one more open space for this zone, which is Aroma Blend, fuse into Magnolia, use the Aroma Gardening, and then that's basically full board, and then Voiceless voice player scoop. So guys, that's gonna do it. Be sure to like, comment. Okay, there it is. That was just a little bit of a delay there. So guys, that's gonna do it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you haven't already, smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And we'll catch you guys next time.